All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me for another What's Cooking with your girl, Chef Keisha B. Today, you read the title. We're going to be making homemade buttermilk pancakes with the crispy edges. Let's get this party started. Right here, we have our 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We have our 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, well 2 tablespoons of sugar, my bad, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Let's get this thing cracked. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take our baking powder, again, that's 2 teaspoons, pour it over your flour. We got our teaspoon of salt, pour it over. We got our 2 tablespoons of sugar, pour it over. And we have our baking soda, 1 teaspoon. Pour it in, okay? We're gonna sift these ingredients together. Let's just do a little bit at a time so I don't make a mess, all right? Stir it all together. All right. Now it's time for our wet ingredients. So get you a medium-sized bowl. We have 2 eggs. 1, turn it this way so you can see it. And 2. We're gonna whisk them until fluffy. So whisk. We have 1 cup of buttermilk, room temperature. See that there? All right. We have another 1 cup of whole milk. Add that there. All right. Let's give it a whisk. Put some muscle in it. Put some muscle in it. All right. That's good enough. All right. Now we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1/4 cup of melted real butter. That's the secret, guys. Real butter melted. Give it a whisk. All right, that's our wet ingredients. All right, so we have our dry and we have our wet. Here's what we're gonna do. This is kind of hard for me. So, I'm gonna go like this, okay? Let's pour it in. All right, that wasn't easy. So now be careful because I didn't went and got a small bowl. So now I have to go easy. So just whisk this up until everything is mixed in, okay? All right, here we go. So I got me a measuring cup with a spout. I have some oil for my pan, and this is the finished product for the pancake batter. So what I want to do, I want to turn the fire on the pan, and I'm gonna pour some oil in. I see that's about enough. Check me out. Because we want to have those crispy edges. So you want to have a nice little amount in there for those crispy edges. So move it all around. Now, if you have pans where your product or your food sticks, you want to wash your pan. If you're using a scrubber, go ahead and scrub your pan, but then follow behind with a dish rag and smooth it out. And that's how you keep your pans from sticking. Don't just scrub it and then put it to dry. No, and with cast iron, you have to wash them, scrub them, wash them with your rag, and then put on the stove to dry. You don't just let them sit in the, to dry on the drainer. Okay, so we're gonna transfer some batter into our cup. Oh, I did good, I think. Okay, there we go. I did good. All right. So I'll say maybe you'll get you about a good, at least a good healthy 6 or 7 pancakes out of this, depending on how big you make them. Okay, so focus on the oil right now. I have the fire high because I want my oil to be hot. And this is one of my old trusty cast iron pans. You see, it's pretty broken in. All right, once you see, this is where you need to pay attention to is the oil before you put your pancake in your pan. Make sure you have your spatula. Okay, so we want the oil. I want to show you when it's time to pour it in. It's getting there. Okay, it's very important for your pancake is to pay attention to the oil in your pan, and that's going to let you know, put your pancake in. Once we put our pancake in, we're going to adjust our heat, our fire. Okay, bear with me, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, here we go. Look at it. You see it? It's doing something. Can you see that? Not yet. It's making like little ripples, and it's getting a little thin here. Okay, so that's my cue. So go ahead and pour your batter in. Look how thick and fluffy that batter is. All right, I need some help here. Okay. Okay, so you see that what we got going on with the pancakes, and this is really for the teenagers or whomever who really don't know how to make the pancake. So we're gonna wait for the bubbles to come. You see they're coming, but we want a lot of them. And what I do in the meantime is just barely go around it. I barely go around. Okay. Adjust your fire. Get it down to a medium low. Because otherwise you're going to burn it up before it's ready to flip. And that's what we don't want. But you don't want it so low that the grease cools down. So that look about right. Alright? And just allow the bubbles to come to the surface. And then you will turn it over. Okay? So let's stay tuned. Okay, so you see some of the bubbles that's coming to the surface. I'd rather more bubbles come. But right now I need to kind of get my temperature adjusted, so you might have a trial and error. Your first pancake might be your error, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and get this guy up, and let's give it a flip. There we go. So now let's bring it all in. You see, if you would have took any longer, I would have took any longer, it would have got too dark. So sometimes you gotta kind of see, you gotta kind of know, move your butt, flip your pancake. But you see those nice golden edges? Alright, so I usually do this. I usually bring it around, and then I usually kind of, and I want to check it. I want to see what's going on over there. Okay, I can go a little bit longer. So let me go a little bit longer. Most of the time, if you let the pancake, a lot of the bubbles come to the surface, that will reassure you that you won't have a raw pancake in the middle. At any point where your pancake may be a little raw in the middle, then you might have to microwave it just a little bit. But hopefully you won't have that problem. Okay? So it's puffing up. So I'll show you a test. You don't have to do this, but this is a test to see if your pancake is raw in the middle. So there you go. We got a nice pancake. Alright, so let's take this guy out. See there? Alright, guys, there you have it. Your full stack. It made about 7 pancakes, if I'm not mistaken. Big, thick, and fluffy with them crispy edges. Let me let you hear how crispy them edges is. That's them crispy edges, huh? She not playing. Now, let's get this thing popping. That's what's cooking with your girl, Chef Keisha B. those nice, fluffy buttermilk pancakes. So let's check it out. Look at this. Woo! Woohoo! She ain't playing. Hear it crunching? Get back up there. There you have it. That's what's cooking with your girl, Chef Keisha B. Ooh, you better tell somebody. You better tell somebody. Get it back up there. All right. So y'all stay tuned for another What's Cooking with Your Girl, Chef Keisha B. Because I'm about to have some of these fluffy buttermilk pancakes with the crispy edges. Talk to you later.